back to my channel. This is Anastasia with this week's Teen Mom Recap. Before I start, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every single week about whatever Teen Mom season is airing at the time. I make them a lot shorter and funnier. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Jalen and Leah's conversation continues with him agreeing to come to West Virginia, sort of. Don't do it, dude, don't do it. This guy was working for NASA, like, please don't downgrade yourself. Leah says, you like my dog, you love my family, and I guess you like me too. Let's just run with it. Next scene, Amber comes out in a full-body unicorn suit and says, we're gonna have a sleepover! Because if there's one thing that Amber's even better at than sitting, it's sleeping. Then Amber comes out with a pile of even more unicorn suits for the other girls. She says, we need to come out of our shells by getting into these horrible bodysuits. They go to Brianna's room to harass her into coming to the slumber party. She doesn't answer for a while. And Ashley's like, why are we bothering this girl? Her room lights are off. She could be masturbating in there. Like, I don't want to walk in there. Eventually she does come out though and she's like, I don't know about this. I was literally sleeping in there. And then 0.02 seconds later they show her in the confessional. She's like, oh, so I heard this commotion outside, and meanwhile, while she's talking, she's wearing the unicorn suit. I don't know why this was so funny to me. It's like, mission failed. They all have a silly string fight and dance around in fake mustaches. Someone says, since we were moms young, we didn't get to do fun things as teenagers like this. Teens are not doing this. Macy has another bright idea. Guys, we're gonna do a burn box. I want you to write on a note card something that you want to leave here, and then we're gonna burn it. When she first said the name of this activity, I thought she said burn book, which I would have loved to see. Like in Mean Girls, I'm sure everyone would have had some very creative, bitchy insults for Farrah, and I would have loved to see it. Then we see some snippets of life in the retirement community hotel complex. Macy FaceTimes Taylor, and she says, I'm trying to feel emotions while I'm here. It's working. I'll be home soon. All in the most robotic voice possible. Jalen and Leah are on a paddle boat and are being stalked by a bird. Why is that duck following us? It's coming at you, Jalen. It wants you. Aw, we should name it Ashley. Then MTV wastes, honestly, like half of this reunion showing flashbacks of old seasons. Like, the amount of old footage in this episode is like way overreaching. There was a Cheyenne flashback in particular that was so long I forgot which show I was watching. Like, damn, you guys really ran out of footage that quick, huh? There was so little content in this episode, this recap itself is probably going to be short. Coach B decides to sit with Macy and talk about her alcoholism. Her lack of emotion. How do you feel, Macy? She doesn't. I have an unhealthy relationship with feelings, but I'm not as uptight as I used to be. I don't want to assume, Macy, but I think there's something deeper going on here than feelings. Alcoholism! I don't know. Taylor and I have a good relationship. We like each other a lot. But in the last few years, I've been closed off. It prevents him from getting to know the more mature Macy. Don't allow your younger self to come into you now, Macy. You were a powerhouse as a teen, but that caused trauma. I want you to go home with new energy, use the tools, and do the work. The fact that I'm even feeling emotional right now at this, it feels good. And I don't even need a six-pack. Gary says Amber has had stomach poisoning and that's why he hasn't had a chance to talk to her. That too? Like, what else has poisoned Amber and nobody else on this trip? Gary comes up to the table and says, hey Amber, can we talk? Everyone goes, ooh, like we're in elementary school again. They go to the side and Gary brings up the incident where Amber admitted that she was a bad mom to the other girls. They told you about that? Yeah. I don't like you to know how sad I am about that. You're not a bad mom, Amber. You just made bad decisions. Repeatedly over a decade, and then repeated the same thing with your second chance, baby. You're also, owning up to it recently. You can't just give up, like you did on almost all these challenges that MTV flew you out to California to do. Just keep trying with Leah. If you stop engaging, I think you know where it's gonna go. It's just a matter of time. She agrees to keep trying. Later on, the girls sit for a final dinner. Brianna says, I never thought we would be friends. I thought all these girls live in different states, so why bother trying? Haven't most of her boyfriends been out of state long distance? I guess then it doesn't matter. I feel like we finally found peace and gained a family. But next time, let's do this again and bring everybody. They happen to notice an extra seat at the table. They speculate maybe it's for Farrah, perhaps Janelle. That would be exciting, but no, it's actually just Caitlin. So Caitlin comes in and they all scream and hug her. She says, I left my house at 5 a.m. today to give you guys a quick surprise. Left the baby at home to come out here. I wish I could do the whole time here, but it's just gonna be a very quick visit, like boom bam, out. Much like procreating with Tyler. So yeah, I want to know the tea I missed. I heard you flipped the table, Cheyenne. Yeah, maybe. A lot of drama with Farrah. Are you cool with Farrah, Caitlin? No. Brianna sees that the only thing they're really bonding over here is a mutual hatred of Farrah, and she says, let's not make this about Farrah, come on. Let's continue the corny motivational quotes. Next is the bonfire. Only Ashley sits this one out because she's too busy burning her throat by vomiting her dinner up, so the rest of the girls go to burn their note cards. Macy says, I'm gonna burn my unhealthy relationship with emotions, which is definitely not the name of an alcoholic beverage. I need to allow whatever it is that emotions do. Cheyenne burns her mom guilt, Jade burns her self-doubt, Leah burns down her guard, Brianna burns her control. She says, I'm tired of never asking for help. It's time for my baby daddies to help. I'm gonna be more relaxed with Devon now. Maybe almost as relaxed as she is with Lewis. Amber wants to burn her bubble, not too sure, I guess her personal bubble, and they all burn the papers into the bonfire. Cheyenne says, we have been vulnerable in front of each other. We're a family now. Macy says, I'm so proud, I'm trying not to cry. Leah says, this is the start of something new. And for a second, I think they're about to burst into a High School Musical song. And that was it for this Teen Mom family reunion. Kind of a lame last episode in my opinion. I barely could even find anything to talk about. But what did you think of this Teen Mom family reunion? I definitely think that a couple of the episodes were really good, the ones with fights in them in particular. Like, if we could get the actual drama-filled girls here, like Kale, Farrah, Janelle, then I think this reunion could be a good second season, because they are renewing it for a second season. But if they keep the boring bitches on, then there's gonna be another set of boring episodes, so let's get the crazy bitches. Anyway, let me know what you think down below. Make sure to subscribe for more Teen Mom recaps every week. Next week, we'll be recapping the new season of Teen Mom 2, so stay tuned.